going? Name's XV and welcome back to Apex Legends, where today we are returning to the Ranked Leagues mode because I am currently at Silver 3, and unlike Fortnite, I'm actually good at Ranked. So, I want to try to get to Gold, and if I can get to Gold, I should be able to get to the higher levels. Another thing is I'm going to do a bit of a side challenge here, where I'm mostly going to be using weapons with the same ammo type, because it's so hard to find weapons when they use different ammo types, and it gets really struggling and confusing. I don't know why I use struggling, that's not even a word. If I run across a light weapon, I'm going to be using only light weapons. If I run across a heavy weapon, I'll only use heavy weapons, you know, stuff like that. Shotgun, great. Now I gotta work with only shotgun weapons here. Oh, okay.
Shooter, move. There may be a shooter nearby.
They must definitely see me. Threw one in. Got one. Got two.
Reloading. That was the last one.
Oh shoot, I could just use her healing drone apparently. That's convenient. Up, arc star. Thermite grenade.
I'm hit! Fire in the hole!
Recharging my shields.
Oh shoot. They're over there. Great, we're trapped.
Double time.
Ring's not too far. Left.
Shot one.
Give my shields a recharge. No trouble.
I hit him twice. He's got no shields.
Knocking at the door. Need to recharge my shields.
Alright, you keep him preoccupied. Come on.
Opening fire. I downed an enemy. 10 seconds.
Come on. Ah! That is so infuriating. I almost had him. He would have been dead. How did he not die? Twice. That is the most garbage round ever. This is why I don't use shotguns. How did he kill me? Like, how did I not kill him? That was so much RNG. Last round was shotguns, and it was going well until RNG decided to destroy my match by making me not kill the guy when I should have. But no, it deals 22 damage instead of freaking like 30. And that is why I don't use shotguns and why I don't like the Peacekeeper. Because it's complete garbage on whether or not it's gonna actually do damage, which is total malarkey. And even if it did have a choke, it would not be that helpful because with a choke, it's even more RNG. But even with that, it could do like only 5 damage. Oh no. Ah! Dang it! Okay, you are bad. Again, with the stupid RNG. Why do I play Battle Royale games when all they do is freaking RNG? And they just always consist of RNG. It's RNG whether you win, it's RNG whether your bullets actually do damage, it's RNG whether or not you can actually have complete accuracy. Fortnite is complete RNG since the building mechanics are trash. Why do I bother playing Battle Royale games when they're not even that good? Like, why do I keep throwing myself into Battle Royale games? Even though it's basically just, oh, go in here against 100 people. You're not going to win because the odds are so freaking small. I'd have better chances if I was playing Minecraft Hunger Games, where there's 24 people instead of 99 players trying to murder you every 5 seconds. No one gives a crud about PUBG anymore because Fortnite exists. Fortnite is still popular even though Apex took it down for all of like 5 days, and then all of a sudden it comes back for no reason, even though it keeps stealing things from Apex. No one plays other Battle Royale games because all the other ones are ripoffs off of other things, and no one wants to play these games anymore because it's just complete RNG and trash and nobody wants to play them. Why do I keep throwing myself into this thinking it's gonna be fun when there's not respawning and all you can do is constantly die and not have any sort of luck? This guy is dead.
First blood. Battle begins. I down the hostile.
Eat Arc Star. Sure, RNG. That is RNG.
Have met their fate. That fraud is out.
I should not have gotten that. Everyone gets addicted to every Battle Royale game on Earth because they think that they're going to have a chance to actually do it. This is the only good Battle Royale game that has actually been decent so far. Does it actually matter playing this game? No. It's actually fun to play this game. It is fun, but it's so obnoxiously hard. That guy's gone.
Reloading. I downed a hostile.
Champion eliminated.
Good work.
Reloading. Lay low. I will assist you.
Ah, great. Of course it's not done. Oh, now it is. The only reason that I don't completely rage out most of the time I play this game is because I'm usually a god when it comes to actually playing this game. Even when I'm doing badly, I can at least manage getting a kill. I can at least get kills. I can at least get streaks. I can at least get through and get wins without RNG having to play a factor in it, because this game is mostly skill rather than just RNG. RNG is still a thing because it's a Battle Royale game, but at least here, it's not ridiculous. Everything is mostly based off of skill when you're doing a firefight. You have to focus on positioning, not just building cover and sending yourself in the sky where it's even easier to get outmaneuvered and murdered every 5 seconds. And while I'm proceeding to scream about Battle Royale games, let me just scream and vent about Fortnite for 5 minutes. I do not like playing Fortnite Battle Royale. It was fun when it came out, but it's not fun anymore because everyone can build, and I can't build at all because the mechanics are so freaking broken. Everything with building is complete RNG. Why not just go ahead and make your own cover instead of having to actually use cover like an actual shooter game would use? But no, instead you make your own. And that's malarkey. Because when you make your own cover, you make it impossible. Impossible! To go ahead and actually get something decent to defend yourself, since everything apart from the brown can be broken. And when you start breaking people's cover, it becomes ridiculously hard to actually get good positioning. And when you can't get good positioning, what's the point of actually trying to have normal firefights when all you need to do is just rush the person and hope you can luck out with shotgun shots from RNG, because it constantly gets new updates, and yet the game still steals most stuff from Apex. Reboot vans, Apex. The ping system, Apex. Because the people that run Fortnite at Epic Games are so twitchy about the fact that their game can be toppled by other games. And instead, they just don't want to be overtaken by other games which are quote-unquote better than their game is. The only reason that I have any sort of fun with Fortnite is because it has a Team Rumble mode, which is basically Team Deathmatch. Now, building mechanics in a shooting game so you can make your own cover, those have not been absent from games before. Battlefield does it, but at least with Battlefield, it takes time to actually do so. And it has an actual reason for doing so, since it can only be done in certain sections, and adding fortifications is used to add more strategy to the game. Not in Fortnite, where you can just randomly build wherever you want and just place walls to defend yourself, hoping it will block shots, which it never does because people just build over you. But when you put it in a Battle Royale scenario, where everything is focused on having to actually use all of that setup, it gets ridiculous. That's the entire point of Fortnite. It gets ridiculous. With the items added, with the RNG, even when it adds items that are good, and are weapons that actually show potential, or are different, everyone shuts them down because they end up terrible. And then Fortnite adds its own wacky things into the game, which completely breaks it. A good portion of Epic is just they work on what can we add to the game in order to break it even further than it already is. It's so stupid. And yet people are still eating it up because it's the most popular thing to exist, since it's the thing that toppled PUBG. No one cares about it anymore though, because it's so obnoxious. Save the World actually gives a reason to use the build mechanics that make sense. And there's a better variety of weapons in Save the World, and it's actually fun and not complete garbage like the rest of the game has been. Because with actual PUBG, you can't destroy things. And it's actually much more strategic than one would think. It's got better strategy than Fortnite has, since you can switch into first and third person, and you can lean around corners. But even in that game, the RNG is stupid, and it's so ridiculous to actually get through. Oh yeah, much more handy at long range. Ah! I am done! I cannot take this any longer! This is so stupid! I'm not gonna get this challenge done with the complete RNG that this game throws at me every 5 seconds! Forget the video! Outro, please!